Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO video guys, and you know what, we're just kind of chilling out waiting for Burning Shadows to drop on next Thursday I think, because I think that's when they're going to be adding the packs to be tradable and like the codes to be redeemed, and then they're going to be adding to the shop the packs, which is pretty cool. I'm going to be getting I think 39 packs, which I was able to get off of CCG Castle, so shout out to those guys. Not sponsored or anything, I'm just saying that's where I bought my codes, because of course there's like no good places in Canada, so I had to pay a little bit extra for codes, because US currency and Canada currency is a lot different, which is a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie, I could have gotten like 50 codes for like 25 bucks, but I could only get 39 because Canada and USA. It's a bit of a bummer. But anyways, we're going to be taking a look at a bit of a fun rogue deck today. This is going to be an Infernape deck. I've always been interested in this Infernape. Not only one, because Infernape is one of my favorite Gen 4 Pokemon, because, I mean, he's Infernape, he is such a cool Pokemon, but also because he's a really fun Pokemon anyways. So we got this Infernape in Steam Siege that's always been pretty interesting. The only other Infernape we've ever had, I think, is from, like, Plasma Storm or something. It was never really that good. Infernape never really caught its break in the TCG. I think it saw a decent play with Infernape Level X, but I don't think this deck is like super competitive. It's a fun rogue. So Infernape, it's got Flare Blitz. Discard all fire energy attached to this Pokemon for 2 energy. So we're mainly going to be using Flare Blitz most of the time until we can build up a big Flare Up, which for 2 fires does 200 damage. But there's a bit of a catch with that. So, Flare Blitz is pretty basic. Now, you have to discard all the energy, so you're like, well, how do you attack with Infernape? Well, we do have Burning Energy in the format, which, when you discard Burning Energy with a attack that says you have to discard Fire Energy, it actually goes right back on that Pokemon. So that's what we can use there. Now we have Flare Up, which is Infernape's big attack. Now, we have many ways to build this attack up really quickly. One, we have Flare Blitz, because most of the time we might go Burning and Basic Fire, not 2 Burning if we're going to be Burning Basic Fire, so that'll increase the odds. We've got Scorched Earth, Ultra Ball, and Professor Sycamore, which, you know, it's pretty good. We don't have Battle Compressor, but we got those options which work. And then we have Flare Up, which does 200 damage. Now, 200 in this day and age actually doesn't cut it, but with a Choice Band, you know what it does. Even though we do need Choice Bands so that Flare Blitz can do 150. If you have fewer than 10 fire energy in your discard pile, this attack does nothing. But then you have to shuffle all the energy back from your discard pile into your deck. So basically, we are going to use Flare Up most of the time when we get enough energy in the discard. Now, unfortunately, Flare Up only works for basic fire. It actually doesn't work for burning energy, which is kind of stupid. I don't know why the ruling says that. Technically, it should, because it doesn't say shuffle 10 basic fire energies. It only says fire, like 10 fire. So that means like Rainbow Double Dragon could work too, I guess. But, you know, I'm not going to test that. So, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, but, you know, whatever. Now, this deck could get a little better with Burning Shadows, because it might gain a few cards, but also because we're going to see a pop-up in Metal Pokemon, especially Metagross. I think Metagross is going to see a lot more play. Fire Pokemon are going to be really relevant with Burning Shadows, because everyone's going to be trying to play, like, Metal decks so that they can counter Garbodor GX. So maybe this deck could actually have some potential when Burning Shadows comes out. This is the problem with making deck videos before a new set comes out. It's so awkward because there's no point in making a video on the deck because there's a new set coming out in like just a week away. So like, what's the point of making a video on this deck? You know what I mean? It's kind of stupid, but you know, we might revisit this archetype when Burning Shadows comes out, because it is an interesting archetype, because you never know, it could see play. There's not really many good fire decks that are out right now. There's only really Volcanion, that's about it. Other than Flareon in Stage 1 decks. Obviously, Ho-Oh GX is going to revive Fire Pokemon. We probably will see some Ho-Oh decks be created. Looking forward to Ho-Oh. He's going to be interesting. But for now, Infernape's the only other really good Fire-type Pokemon that we can try out. It is a Stage 2. It does, unfortunately, only have 130 HP, making it very easy to knock out. I mean, Volcanion one-shots it, even though it's a water type. Yeah, it's really easy to knock out Infernape, which is one of the issues. Now, Infernape's best partner, I've seen some partners go around, I've seen people play Typhlosion. Well, we're going to use Talonflame and Talonflame BREAK. Now, in the original list, I actually did play one, I can't even remember what Talonflame's, what's this thing? What's Talonflame's, pre-evolution called again? Fletchling. I played one Fletchling in the deck originally, but I took it out. But the best backup partner will be Talonflame BREAK. So if you can start with Talonflame, which we all know it has Gale Wings, where if you open with it, you can use it as your active Pokemon to start with. we can use Talonflame BREAK, which Talonflame BREAK basically does more damage than Infernape, which is kind of unfortunate because they both technically have the same attack. It's even called the same attack, but Infernape does less damage, yet Talonflame BREAK does 30 more damage. I don't get it. But we can use Talonflame BREAK, which with a Choice Band, we can turn that into 180, which is pretty sweet. So we are going to be using Flare Blitz a lot of the time too. It's a backup attacker. It's kind of our secondary attack. But we can only use it when we start with Talonflame, which is one of the only problems with it. Obviously, if we ran like a Fletchling, we could probably Rare Candy into it, which is something you could add. You could maybe take out a card or two, throw in like a Fletchling, so that you can maybe have a possibility of doing Rare Candy, because you're kind of relying on starting with Talonflame. If you don't start with Talonflame, this deck is not going to be as good. So when you do start with it, you can go into Talonflame BREAK, and then you have Flare Blitz, which is a strong alternative to using Infernape's Flare Blitz. The only other issue I see with this deck is building up your Infernapes quick enough, because they do technically need 2 energies, so sometimes you might need to build them up with Max Elixir. So Max Elixir could be something you could add to the deck, since I do struggle to build stuff up. You can even add like Rayquaza if you're crazy enough. We do only play 1 Lele. We don't want to play too many more Pokemon, because then it decreases the odds of the Talonflame start, obviously, but Lele is still important, because sometimes you do need turn 1 Lele's for Brigette, so we are going to be playing Lele. Plus, if we need to attack with it, the option's there. We do play 1 Level Ball to search out Chimchar or Monferno. We do play 4 Chimchar, 2 Monferno. We do play 3 Rare Candies in the deck to go straight into Infernape. We don't play as many Rare Candies, just we don't need that many. Plus, you know, Garbodor. 1 Rescue Stretcher to get back our Pokemon. 4 Ultra Balls to search out our deck. It's also an alternative to get energy in the discard. 3 EVS Seekers. I couldn't find room for 4, but I could find room for 3. 4 Scorched Earth. This is not only good draw support, but it's also a way to just get fire in the discard every single turn. Which is like, yo, we're just going to keep piling energy in the discard thanks to Scorched Earth. We do play a total of 12 basic fires. I think that's a good amount. We do play 1 Brigette. This is important to try and do turn 1 to get 3 Chimchars in play. 1 Lysandre to Lysandre stuff up, knock them out. 2 Ends for draw support. We don't really need any more than 2 Ends when we already have like Scorched Earth in the deck and Talonflame's Arrow Blitz. We go 2 Professor Kukui's. The extra damage is important, especially sometimes with Flare Blitz. You can do 170 to a Lele with a Choice Band, or you can do 200 with Flare Blitz on Talonflame BREAKs to one-shot Sylveons, Umbreons, Espeons, all that good stuff. 3 Sickas for your draw support. Again, with Scorched Earth, you don't need that many Sycamores, but again, it's still good to have so that you can dump fires in the discard. 1 Teammates. Again, you're playing Pokemon with 60 HP that you could easily start with. Teammates is important. We got 3 Choice Bands in the deck to do more damage. 4 Burning Energies. I think 4 is good. I mean, you could go 3 Burning Energies if you want, but I like having 4 in here just for the Flare Blitz, so that you don't have to discard as many energies. So it's just important to have 4, especially since players can use Enhanced Hammers and Flare Guns. Then we play a total of 12 basic fires. I think 12 works. I don't think you need any more than 12. It's pretty easy to get 10 in the discard pile in like 4 or 5 turns, so I think 12 energies cuts it. Again, I don't know why Burning Energy doesn't count. It technically should, but it doesn't, so it's kind of weird. But I think it works fine. So yeah, this is my Infernape Talonflame BREAK deck. It's a fun little rogue deck to try out. Again, I think it'll get a lot better with Burning Shadows being released, because metal types are going to be more popular. But yeah, let's go hop into some matches with the deck, and I'll show you guys how this deck can, you know, deal with certain matchups. Again, I probably might do another video on this deck once Burning Shadows comes out, when metal Pokemon become more relevant, because right now I'm not really running into many metal. Obviously grass are relevant, but I actually didn't play against, I don't even think I played against any grass decks in the video I recorded. So I'll hop into some matches with the deck, and we'll see it in action and see if the deck is any good. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's go find a game with our deck here. Hopefully we can get a nice match in. Alright, it looks like we're up against Mega Gardevoir, which is going to be interesting to see. Might also be Sylveon too, because Sylveon is, you know, Sylveon. But I think it's going to be Mega Gardevoir just from the typing alone, which is okay. I think Mega Gardevoir, I mean, could be dealt with. The only issue I can have is like Despair Ray one-shotting Infernape every single turn. I wish Infernape had more health, but no, it's actually a Mega Altaria deck. That's going to be interesting. Don't know how I feel about that. Despite Flare Up. Despite Flare Up being able to one-shot Mega Altaria, that's still hard to pull off. Like, you're not obviously going to be able to pull off a Flare Up every single turn. Like, that's not going to happen. So, I don't know. And we don't even start with Talonflame either. We're getting the dreaded Chimchar start. Not what I like to see. Not what I like to see. Obviously, with this deck, you want to start with Talonflame. But, you know, you'll get these games where you won't start with Talonflame and you'll start with either Tapu Lele or one of your Chimchars, which does kind of suck. Kind of hurts the momentum of this game, but, you know, we should be okay, I guess. I don't know. I actually don't think we will. I mean, if it's Mega Altaria, I mean, one of the only good things, I guess, is, like, Altaria doesn't, like, do much damage until it Mega Evolves. So, yeah, see, Altaria 30, 80 damage, not too much damage. So that's good. And the mulligans are going to help me. We actually have a pretty decent hand here if all goes to plan. But nope. Looks like my opponent just hit an end off that trainer's mail. So yeah, and it looks like we are going to get end. So we are going to lose this hand that I really liked. I mean, we had Scorched Earth. We could have drawn some cards. We had Ultra Ball. We could have Ultra Balled for Lele. Probably grabbed Brigette or something. But nope, that's all going to go down the drain. And we're probably going to get end here. Unless my opponent does something else, like a Fan Club or a Sycamore or something. But no, it looks like my opponent just really wants to end me here because he just trainer's mail for 2 ends. So we're gonna get end. Kind of sucks. And I don't know. I wonder if they'll ever reprint end again because that's really annoying. Alright, so we're gonna get end again, unfortunately. And oh my god, we got a pretty bad hand. I want to say it's good because we are gonna lose some energy, which obviously can help Flare Up. But we're losing one of our rare candies, which is gonna hurt the odds of getting an Infernape in play. And we top deck a Monferno, which hurts the odds even more. Just lovely. What a lovely Sycamore. You gotta love when your Sycamores give you a bad hand. At least we can bump that Parallel City. It looks like he's playing Drampa in the deck too, which is something we gotta watch out for. So we'll Ultra Ball away these two. I guess we can get some energy in the discard pile. It's not the end of the world. We can grab another Chimchar here. How many energies have we discarded? 6 fire energies. So Flare Up could happen in the next few turns, maybe even next turn, if we can get the right combo. So maybe we can, you know, maybe be okay here. So I think I'll just grab Sycamore. I could grab Teammates though too, in case he knocks me out with an energy. Kind of wish I put the energy on the bench Chimchar though, just because I think he's gonna knock out my active. I think we'll grab a Sycamore, I guess. That's fine. I don't see a point in ending him. He only has 3 cards. His hand might be dead. So I'll hit him for 10. I know it sets up Berserk, but this also can set up a knockout with Flare Up. Because the one problem with Mega Altaria, it has enough HP to survive Flare Up. Because Flare Up only does 200 damage. And there's a Via Seeker again. Okay, so my opponent will end me again, which I'm fine with. I don't really mind losing this hand too much. I get to keep a few supporters, which is good. So, yeah, there's Mega Altaria. Does he have a knockout this turn? If he does, that's going to be a little scary. But if he doesn't, we might be able to knock him out. Okay, so, our hand is okay here. I think we're just going to have to do Sycamore. Okay, this is fine. Okay, we got another fire, which is good. I was hoping to get more fire energy off of that. I think I'll attach the bench. I mean, here's the problem. Here's the problem, guys. I doubt I'm going to be able to get an Infernape in play, because I've lost a Monferno and an Infernape. I doubt I'm going to be able to get one here. So I think I'm just going to Sycamore dump the hand, and I'm going to try and dig for like a Monferno. We only have 1 Monferno left in the deck. We only have 2 rare candies. The odds of hitting an Infernape Monferno here, I'm not really too comfortable with. And wow, we got both. That makes me wish I didn't actually do rare. Dude, that's so annoying. We wouldn't have had a knockout because I don't think we have enough fire in the discard, but wow, we actually had the Monferno and stuff. We hit the rare candy Infernape despite not having much left in the deck. But unfortunately, I attached to the bench Infernape, or the bench Chimchar at the time. But you know what, I mean, it's still better than nothing because I wasn't expecting to actually hit Infernape there. Not to mention, we were not knocking him out either, so it's not a big deal because Mispurge does 130 damage when Altaria has a special energy on it. So he could easily have just healed and knocked me out because I only have 130 health. So I mean, it's not the end of the world anyways. So I'm not too sad about that. We are going to see another Altaria come down and a Mispurge here. The only issue here is my opponent does have Drampa ready to go on the bench. But Berserk actually can't do much damage to me. It's only going to do like 80 damage. So we can take a Berserk. We got a Lysandre. I think we can actually do Teammates here, and we are going to be able to knock him out with Flare Up, which, you know what? At this point, even if we like lose the game for whatever reason, I'll still take the Flare Up knockout. So we are going to be able to knock him out with Flare Up here. So we can put a Burning Energy on, I guess. We can Scorched Earth away that 1 fire energy. And wow, we got Ultra Ball too. So we're going to be able to get another Infernape in play. I'm going to have to lose my Scorched Earth. I don't know if my opponent plays any more Parallel City. could be a bit of an issue. Maybe I should have kept that, but I need to put the Choice Band on. I need to hold on to Lysandre in case we can maybe like Lysandre next turn and knock something out. So we're going to go Flare Up here. We are going to be able to get a Flare Up knockout, which is all I care about, folks. We are getting him down with a Flare Up, which is good. Now, Flare Blitz, unfortunately, doesn't cut it because it's only going to do 150 damage to one of his Drampas or the Altaria. So now we're kind of dwarfed in our damage, unlike doing a 230 a turn. And I don't think we can do another Flare Up next turn, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. Actually, I just realized my opponent can Righteous Edge off the Burning Energy. Oh, no. Oh, no. He can actually just... Oh, great. So, I was thinking that we could build up the bench Infernape, but it looks like my opponent can easily just do, like, Righteous Edge on Drampa. He could just get rid of the Burning Energy, and now we're going to have to attach to Infernape every single turn, instead of building up the bench Infernape and being ready to attack. That is pretty brutal, I am not going to lie. And we see the DC going on Altaria. We are going to see an end here, which I'm fine with, you know. That hand wasn't really... I mean, I need to find more energy is what I'm trying to say. So, here we go. Alright, that's a little better. We might even be able to get a third Infernape in play. Well, we're probably going to evolve Monferno into Infernape, but with Rare Candy, the odds against Infernape are even better. My opponent will get another Altaria. It's a crazy little deck here. You know what, we were able to pull off a big Flare-Up knockout, which is really all I care about this game. And, you know, we can try to put up a good enough fight to try and win. Unfortunately, we're... Oh, another Infernape. Wow. Alright, so unfortunately, guys, we are going to have to attach to the Infernape every single turn instead of just building up the bench and being ready to go. Which sucks. If he hit me with like an Altaria, we wouldn't have to do that. So, kind of sucks. I could go Lysandre here. Maybe it's better to Lysandre the benched Altaria, but I feel like he'll still retreat. Like, I know my opponent only has 2 cards in his hand, meaning his hand's probably dead, but I don't trust it. I think it's better just to attack the Drampa and then finish it off when we can. But again, he can just Righteous Edge off the energy. But if he does that, he doesn't knock us out. So, I don't know if that was really the best call or not. I don't know. Probably would have been better just to Lysandre the Altaria out, because then he would have to retreat. But then, you know, if he retreats, we'd still get Righteous Edge, and then the Altaria would have damage on it, and then he'd be able to Berserk. So that play probably would have been okay if it paid off, but yeah, the Sycamore confirms it probably wouldn't have. And he had a Tapu Lele too, so yeah, it looks like that play would not have actually worked out. So I'm kind of glad I didn't do that. Because, again, Altaria only has like a 1 retreat cost, I think. Other than, I think Mega Altaria has a 2, but Altaria EX has 1. And yeah, he had an energy, so he would have been able to just Righteous Edge me regardless. Plus, it would have just set up Berserk. But he had a Rainbow, so never mind. It looks like that play actually wouldn't have been useful at all, so we can keep Lysandre around. Via Seeker. We might have the Sycamore dump this hand. I think it's better, yeah, we're going to have to build up the bench Infernape here. We might have to just Sycamore this hand away. I don't want to, but I need to try and get like a big Flare-Up knockout. I don't know, why am I grabbing Brigette? I mean, I think we're going to have to go Sycamore here. Okay, I keep grabbing Brigette by accident. Alright, we'll grab the Sycamore. I think we're going to have to do Sycamore. We're going to lose the Infernapes, but we gotta build up like another Flare-Up play. And alright, that's a little better. That is a little better. Okay, so we only have 3 fires in the discard. Kind of sucks that Burning Energy doesn't count. I don't understand why Burning Energy doesn't count, because Flare-Up only says Fire Energy. It doesn't say Basic Fire. So Burning Energy should technically count, but it doesn't. I don't get that. I honestly don't get that. We're going to see an Ultra Ball. My opponent's probably going to get a second Mega Altaria in play. At that point, it might be really hard to win. If we could knock out this Drampa and then finish him off with Flare-Up, we could win the game. But again, I'm going to try and put up a good enough fight as I can. I'm going to try my hardest to give you guys entertainment. Again, I think the win might not be possible. The fact that he was able to kind of remove the energy in play for us to attack is huge. So yeah, the win condition, guys, is not looking too likely here, but we'll see. We could always win. You never know. We could easily just pull off a nice clutch win. So you know, I'm not trying to give up hope just yet. I'm gonna be positive. But again, I think the win condition is pretty thin. But we'll try. We can try and pull off maybe like another Flare-Up or something to try and win the game. But we'll try our hardest to try and maybe, you know, come close to winning. That's my goal. We are going to see a Skyla. Don't know what they're going to grab at this point. I mean, what do they need? Parallel. Okay, they do play Parallel. I think that was our last Scorched Earth. Was it our last Scorched Earth? I think it was. It wasn't. Alright, so we still have 1 left, so that's good. But again, with only one in the deck, it might not be too possible to draw into it right now. Don't know. Don't know what to do here. Attach into the active. Alright, this play, I kind of regret doing that now. Thinking about it, like, what was the point of that? We're gonna get knocked out, because he can retreat into Altaria, but this is a way we can maybe build up Flare-Up, I guess, but that was probably the dumbest play I could have done. Don't know why I did that. Don't know why I did that, because now my opponent, okay, really bad misplay on my end, guys. But I needed to get the energy in the discard. I want to hold on this hand too, so yeah. Still think that was probably the dumbest play I could have ever done in my life. For the Olympia. He didn't even have to retreat. He could have just went Olympia, and Olympia would have just swapped the Drampa. I should have just attached to like Tapu Lele or something and built it up. Don't know why I did that. I am getting energy in the discard, I guess, but it's not a good enough reason to do that. Is it possible to flare up though? Okay, if we drew an energy, maybe I would have been optimistic there. But we didn't. So I think it's better just to Ultra Ball here, get Talonflame out of the deck. So we still got a Burning Energy. So I think I'm just gonna go Teammates here. We'll Choice Band the Lele and Sycamore. Okay, I should have done Teammates. Misplays for days, guys. Misplays for days. Holy cow, a handful of Fire Energy. That's just great. We can do Rescue Stretcher. I really wanted to draw my Burning. If we drew our Burning Energy, we actually would have been okay. We are getting one-shotted by Altaria, but I kind of wish we grabbed the Burning Energy, so we're going to Flare Blitz. Unfortunately, we aren't able to do another Flare-Up, which I'm actually thinking about. We would have had a knockout because I forgot he had the Parallel City in play too, so yeah, it looks like it didn't matter. Yeah, the win, guys, doesn't look too hot. The fact that we're doing less damage, the fact that he can heal a lot of it, Center Lady, I think that just puts the nail in the coffin. Because now we can't even knock him out with Tapu Lele, which just sucks. It does make me wish this deck had like a Max Elixir in it. I do think Max Elixir could be a decent addition. Even like the new Guardians Rising Rayquaza would be good, because I do feel like we do need many ways to be able to get energy in play. Because yeah, I find that not being able to get energy in play was one of the issues that I had with this deck. So yeah, not the greatest. We can at least attack him with Tapu Lele here and do something with Professor Kukui. I don't know, but we came close. We tried our hardest to put up a fight. We made some pretty stupid misplays, I think, which is probably what cost us the game at the end of the day. And yeah, in total, I think it was a decent game. I think he can win the game with just Drampa, so he has the win next turn. Even if he doesn't, I guess, hallelujah, we can knock out Altaria, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he can just retreat energy, knock me out with Drampa's Berserk, and it's over. But, you know, we tried to put up a good fight, guys. We tried. I really wish we had, like, Max Elixir or something in the deck to be able to put more energy in place so that we can at least have more attackers ready to go. Because I feel like this deck needs to have that ability. I mean, maybe if we started with Talonflame, I think this game would have went so much more differently if we started with Talonflame. Because we would have been able to try and abuse Talonflame Break and stuff. But it didn't happen. But it's fine. We still showed off the deck the best we could. I mean, at the very least, we are able to actually knock out Altaria here. So, I mean, we came sort of close. We were able to take 2 prizes here at the end. So, I mean, we just need to knock out one more Pokemon to win the game. So, you know what? Maybe that's credible enough. It was still a pretty tough game. Not gonna lie. Scorched Earth was prized. All right, so rip. But we tried our hardest. Unfortunately, guys, this is not gonna work. If my opponent had 3 prizes, maybe we would be able to. I think we could actually use Flare-Up. I think we had the Flare-Up knockout here. Yeah, okay, we actually would have won the game with Flare-Up. We came really close to winning. Unfortunately, we lost. We were able to get a daily Evo done, which is cool. We came sort of close to winning. A few misplays were made. I think that kind of cost us. But, you know, all in all, we came sort of close. But I'll see you guys in another match with our deck in just a moment. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's go get another match with this deck. We showed off the Infernape last game pretty well. Obviously, we didn't get the Talonflame start. But we'll get another game looking like against another Garbodor deck or another Altaria deck. One of the two, probably. I'm going to laugh at Altaria because not many people play Altaria. We are going to win the coin flip this time, which is pretty nice. Maybe a turn 2 Infernape is possible. But obviously, we want to start with Talonflame instead. But, you know, it's still better to go first. We are going to hit with a mulligan, unfortunately. But as long as we can start with Talonflame, I'll be happy. We didn't start the last game. We showed off the Infernape, but now it's time to show off Talonflame, and it looks like we are going to get the Talonflame start, which is perfect. So I'm glad we finally got a Talonflame start. We'll see, though, what my opponent's running. Could it be Gardevoir? Could it be Altaria? Could it be something else? Bestbookwood, maybe? Trubbish. Alright, it looks like it's going to be a Garb deck, which means I got to be careful how I play my items here. And okay, we got Ultra Ball and Sycamore, which is good because we can actually get a Talonflame BREAK into play next turn, which I think I'll do, so I'm just going to pass. So we have the Talonflame BREAK, so I might as well just hold on to this hand. Not to mention, the more items I play, I guess the more I'll get knocked out by Garbodor. So I really need to watch out because I'm not really looking to get wrecked by Trashalanche today. Trashalanche does a lot of damage, not to mention Infernape not really having much health doesn't help the case either. He is going to unfortunately end me though, so our hand goes bye-bye. We see an EV going down, so this I think confirms that it is a Garbodor deck with evolutions. But I don't know what the fairy's for. Unless he plays like one Sylveon. So we'll go Scorched Earth. Alright, rip. So we aren't going to be able to get Talonflame BREAK. I'm not really too sad about that though. Kind of wish we had like a Chimchar down. I would love to put the energy on it or something. I think we just got to go Arrow Blitz here for 40. And I think we'll just grab Talonflame BREAK. And looking at our hand, we can probably grab Brigette too. So I think we'll grab Brigette and Talonflame BREAK. That seems good. The next turn we go Talonflame BREAK. We knock out the Trubbish, probably with Arrow Blitz. I'm not going to knock it out with Flare Blitz, that would make no sense. We'll knock it out with Arrow Blitz, and we'll go from there. So we see a Sylveon come down. Sylveon Garbodor, I mean, okay, maybe he plays Garbotox and Garbodor. Wow, we got a Kukui top deck. That means we win next turn. So that's good. So put down 3 Chimchars. I'll Fire Energy one of them. Might as well. We're not, no point in attaching to Talonflame BREAK. He might play Hammers. If it is Sylveon, he probably plays like Enhanced Hammers, so I gotta be careful I put the energy. So we'll go with a Arrow Blitz here, knock him out. And I think I'm gonna grab double Monferno. I might grab an energy though too. I mean, we probably will find an energy though. We already have the Burning Energy in our hand, so I don't really... we only have 7 in the deck. Or no, 8 in the deck, sorry. Could grab Rare Candy though, but I don't want to play main items. You never know, he could play Sylveon Garb. Like, you could use Sylveon to like stall you out and then use Garbodor later down to one-shot you. Because you've probably played a lot of item cards to try and deal with the Sylveon, so maybe that's what he's playing. I mean, he could easily just be playing Garbotoxin just to shut off abilities, but we'll see. So, he brings out the Sylveon. Does he find a way to deal with his Talonflame BREAK? Because if he doesn't, we're going to win. We Choice Band, Kukui, 200 damage. We knock out a Sylveon, and we beat a stall deck. Hallelujah. So we'll see if he has anything. Lysandre, alright, so he actually buys himself a turn here, which is a little annoying. We have no switching cards in the deck, so we're going to be stuck there for a turn. We can still retreat, but I think, okay, he doesn't have an energy, so he's not going to be able to Fairy Wind me. I think we'll go Monferno here. We'll Burn Energy the Monferno, and I think I'm just going to do Scratch. And then we'll be like, yo, next turn, I'm going to be able to go Infernape. And then maybe I can Flare Blitz you, even though we can win the game with Talonflame. Because we're only doing 170 with Infernape. With in total 170, so we're not going to knock him out. Oh no, Team Skullgrunt. That rips us because now we don't have the Burning Energy. A Puzzle of Time. Alright, if this is a double puzzle, which it could be, he can live the turn and grab Trubbish. So hopefully he doesn't. Getting rid of the... Oh no, okay, it's not. Alright, but yeah, getting rid of that Burning Energy is huge. We need to find energy here. We have good odds of hitting it. We can do Kukui for 2, and then we can top deck and do an energy 2, hopefully. So, hopefully we draw it, and we get Rare Candy. I mean, that's not bad. Luckily, Infernape has a 1 retreat cost. Okay. Actually, we can probably just do Ultra Ball for Tapu Lele. Yeah, let's just do that. Whatever. We can go Tapu Lele, go Sycamore, because we need to find an energy here. If we don't get energy, we aren't going to be able to win this turn. And, you know, the game can go pretty downhill if my opponent is able to, you know, get stuff going, so I think it's better just to do Sycamore instead of Kukui. We have the knockout, we put damage on it with Monferno, not to mention we have the Choice Band on, so we are going to knock him out here if we manage to find ourselves an energy. So let's see. Alright, we got one, we're good. We are good, so we'll retreat into Talonflame BREAK, and we'll just attach, and yeah, that's game. Nice quick matchup, but we did show off why I like the Talonflame BREAK. It's really good in the early games to take these, like, really big prizes, because it does more damage than Infernape does, because Infernape only does 120 damage. Meanwhile, Talonflame BREAK does a lot more damage, so you can see why I really like having Talonflame BREAK. Okay, so he did play Sylveon, but with Garbotoxin, so he doesn't play Trashalanche. We got pretty lucky there. He had all these, like, stall cards, like Rocket's Handiwork and stuff, and, like, Flare Gun. Flare Gun could have been huge, especially since we need 2 energy to attack, but we'll find another game with our deck. We showed off the deck well there. See you guys in a sec. Okay, guys, here we go. Third game with the Infernape deck. It's been going okay. We got a nice game in against Sylveon. We were able to beat it before they got going. We lost to that Altaria Trampa deck, but hopefully things change here. And we are going to be up against, it looks like, Fighting Water and Psychic. Probably, I mean, it could be Water Toolbox with like Sudowoodo, and the Psychic could be Tapu Lele, but it could also be something like Passimian. It could be Lycanroc, I don't know. I think it's going to be like Water Toolbox or Passimian. So, ooh, another Talonflame start. Nice, alright. We have a really, really good hand, too. Holy cow. We have the Brigette, turn 1, we got the Scorched Earth 2 to get energy in the discard pile. Looking good. Looking good. Remoraid, alright, I think this is definitely going to be Passimian then. Because Passimian, yeah, it is Passimian. Alright, so Passimian's interesting. Talonflame BREAK, and Talonflame is resistant to fighting, which is really good. Not to mention, Passimian doesn't do enough damage to one-shot Infernape, unless he does Professor Kukui. We'll see if he plays that card or not. I don't know if he would. I don't know if most Passimian lists play Professor Kukui or not. They might, but they might not. Alright, so I'm glad he didn't end me or anything there, because I really like this hand. Not to mention that Sycamore top deck just makes things even better. Now we actually have a confirmed card for next turn. So we can go Scorched Earth here, we'll play it, draw some cards, maybe Rare Candy would be great. You know, Monferno works too, that's good. Alright, so we'll go Arrow Blitz here, and I think we'll grab Rare Candy and Talonflame BREAK. Or Burning Energy Talonflame, but we're not going to attack him because we're going to Arrow Blitz him. So yeah, we'll grab Rare Candy, Talonflame BREAK here. And then we'll just Rare Candy Infernape, Monferno, Talonflame BREAK, Arrow Blitz, and then the Passimian will go down. And, you know, we finally have something that Infernape can one-shot with its first attack, which is really, really nice. Because, again, during that game with Altaria, we weren't able to one-shot the Altarias and Drampas at all, only when we used that one flare-up. And, of course, I guess when we used Tapu Lele, of course, when we actually took the 2-prize knockout, or the 2-hit knockout. But at least we can one-shot Passimian here. Opponent is taking quite a while, though. Is he playing? If he's not playing, then I'm pretty happy. I think I'll still use the game, though. Because, I mean, this game is going too well. We got such a good first hand, like, I can't really say no to not including this match. Doesn't look like he's playing, though. Hopefully he does start playing, because I really want to see how this game goes. Because this is an interesting matchup. The fact he can't one-shot us, the fact that we can one-shot him is really good. Not to mention, like, our start was just way too good not to throw away. Alright, please play something. I want this to be a real game. I don't want this to be one of those games where my opponent just is like, yo, I'm AFK. I mean, he was playing like a second ago, so it looks like he isn't, but whatever. I mean, maybe he'll play next turn, and then, you know, maybe we just got a nice little head start here. I don't know. We can do Sycamore, not really need to hold on to Professor Kukui, and let's see what we get. Okay, I'll take it. We got Infernape too, which is good. So we'll go for the Scorched Earth here. So we got, what, 2 energies. Another Level Ball. Look at that. We can go double Monferno. We almost have 3 Infernapes in play. So this is the start you want. Even though he's not playing, I think this shows off the idealness of like what you want to start with this deck. Even though my opponent isn't obviously playing the game, we're still able to show off how you normally want this to go. Like, you want to get Talonflame Star, you want to get some Infernapes down, build up some Infernapes while you're using... Whoops, I just dropped something. While you're using Talonflame BREAK, and while you're kind of building stuff up and whatnot. And you want to use Talonflame BREAK to play aggressive. And you can see why this is working for us. My opponent needs to play, though. If he isn't playing, we win the game with a good old Flare Blitz. But at least we were able to show off how you normally want the deck to start. My opponent's not playing, but that's fine. Even if he's not playing, we're still able to show off what you kind of want to get when you play this deck. You want to get the Talonflame start, you want to get a nice quick Talonflame BREAK in play, you want to get these turns where you can put some early damage on, take early knockouts with Talonflame BREAK, and then maybe save them for later. You can probably do Flare Up by the time your Talonflame BREAK goes down, and then you can use Flare Blitz to try and continue to get your stuff going, and then you want to go Flare Up again. That's kind of how the strategy of this deck works. My opponent passes though, and I think we'll just knock him out with Infernape here, and we'll go there. Slow roll him a bit, even though I know he's not playing. He's not playing, but we probably shouldn't slow roll him because I want this game to go on. But we'll grab an end for no reason. Kind of wish he was playing though. I really want to see how this game would go out because it's one of those games where we could probably have a nice game in because of the fact that we can one-shot him with Flare Blitz and also the fact that we have so much resistance with Talonflame. But unfortunately, he just wasn't playing. But you know what? That game was still good because we still showed off how the deck can perform, and I like it. I like it a lot. And that was a nice game. So yeah, it was a Passimian deck. Sadly, my opponent just wasn't playing. But it's all good. We showed off how I want usually the deck to start. And ooh, we got a chest. Let's open that up. we haven't really opened up many packs recently, so we'll open up the chest here and we can see maybe if we can pull something good. I was thinking maybe we can hold on to it for Burning Shadows, but I'm pretty sure that it doesn't really matter. I think Burning Shadows cards are in effect when you get something new. Like, just because we keep the chest doesn't mean we're going to get a Burning Shadow card out of it, so I think we can just open it up here. I don't think there's a point in holding on to it for Burning Shadows, because I think the chest is already, you know, kind of guaranteed to give us something before Burning Shadows. And yeah, it gave us random receiver. It didn't even give us like 10 coins to be able to get 4,500, but we'll see you guys in another game in just... Okay guys, here we go. Let's go find game number 4. Probably, depending on really how long the game will be, it'll probably be our last match against Volcanion. Now this matchup, I'm kind of curious to see how it goes. One problem with Volk is, of course, Volcanion being a water type, it hits us for weakness, which is pretty bad, so we have to watch out for that. Okay, we got the Talonflame start, which is good, and we do have a decent enough hand to probably be able to pull off a turn 2 Talonflame break. Baby Volk can be annoying, especially maybe if like he's able to get a few power heaters off to 2-shot us, or even like 1-shot a Chimchar. Could be pretty bad. We'll see though. At least we got the good start that we need. Not gonna have to sneeze, so I'm gonna try and hold that in, but it's all good. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had to sneeze. I can't hold it in, but alright. Now, question is, do I do Sycamore, or do I not? It looks like I'm not going to do it. I think I'm just going to hold on the hand. Maybe I can bait him into thinking I don't have a good hand. If he keeps the Volcanion in the active spot for another turn, we can knock it out with Talonflame Break. Because... okay, I'm sorry about the sneezing, guys. I don't know what the heck's going on. I'm not sick or anything, but if Volk stays in the active, we take it out with Talonflame Break thanks to Choice Band. So, yeah, hopefully Volcanion stays in the active spot. So, looking good. But yeah, apologies for the sneezing, guys. I don't know what's going on there, but I should hopefully be done. My opponent will play Brooklet Hill. We don't play anything, and he ends me. Oh my god. That is like, what, 2 games already where we've had that great start with Talonflame Break, but then we get end. Oh no, that was a great hand too. That sucks. Okay, we got the Talonflame Break again. Only problem is we don't actually have a Choice Band to knock out the Volcanion. I might have to just knock out a Baby Volk. Oh no, he keeps it in the active. Ooh, Burning Energy. That's not helping. Man, that sucks, dude. We had the perfect hand to knock out the Volcanion, and he had to end me. Hashtag N, always ruining lives out here. I think I'm just gonna go Lele here. Man, that really sucks, dude. I had the perfect hand, too. Now, I could maybe... Okay, I'm gonna have to grab Lele. Yeah, I mean, it gives me time to build up a Chimchar and an Infernape, I guess, which isn't too bad. Still kind of sucks, so if we got those 2 quick prizes, we would have been in a pretty good spot. That kind of sucks. I mean, I guess we do Sycamore. We can't even do, like, Lele for Professor Kukui, because we're only doing 170, and Volcanion would live. So we'll do the Sycamore here. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we got Scorched Earth. I'm actually not going to put Scorched Earth into play, because it actually helps his Volcanion out, so I'm not going to do that. It's going to do Arrow Blitz for 40, and we have a Monferno in our hand, but we're definitely going to grab Talonflame, and I think we're going to grab... We don't really need Choice Band, because, well, there's no point, because he already has 40 damage on him. I think we'll just grab double Monferno and a Talonflame Break for next turn, and that should be good. I'm not going to put Scorched Earth into play right now. Again, Scorched Earth just helps him. It builds up, you know, the Volcanions and stuff like that. So, you know, not going to put Scorched Earth into play this match, I don't think. Unless, like, I don't know, he plays, like, some random stadium, like Parallel City or something dumb. Alright, no, he's going to be nice enough to put his own Scorched Earth in play. Sweet. That's awesome. As long as there's an enemy, so then we can dump these Scorched Earth from my hand that I don't want. Switch. Alright, so there we go. He is going to be able to switch. Is he going to be able to do much damage with Power Heater, though? Let's see. Oh, and then again. Dude, this dude, he keeps ending me in the moments I don't want him to end me, dude. Come on, game. Why are you doing this to me? What did I ever do to you? That's so bad. We got the Burning Energy, but we don't have the Talonflame Break, which is super annoying. Because I don't just want to put a Burning Energy on like a Chimchar and call it a day. I want to put it on the Talonflame. Okay, Power Heater for 50. Yeesh. That's so bad. Man, I can't believe. He puts a Turtonator down, too, which is kind of bad. Now, we can one-shot Turtonator with Kukui and Choice Band and Talonflame. So let's go Scorched Earth here. Ooh, alright, nice. We got the Talonflame Break. Look at that. We even got Choice Band, too, just to rub in the salt. We are able to get Talonflame Break in play. The good thing here, too, he doesn't have much energy built up. So it looks like we can probably go off here. Now, do I do the Sycamore? Because I don't really want to lose my Rare Candy, but I think I'm going to do it anyways. We can probably get our 2 Monfernos, hopefully. Let's see. Alright, we didn't get either of them, but we can do Ultra Ball here. We'll get rid of Chimchar and a Fire. I'm going to keep the Professor Kukui in our hand, because we are going to need that for when he brings out Turtonator, because that's we can do 200. Because he's probably going to bring out Turtonator GX here, and go for Nitro Tank. So let's go for whatever the attack's called, Flare Blitz. And we'll take out this Volk, and we'll take our prize. Another energy, okay, not too bad. That gives me some more draw support. So now we have an energy to attach, and now we have an energy to draw 2 cards also. So we can draw 5 cards next turn with our top deck, which is sweet. So we got 5 energy in the discard. So we're getting close to doing a flare up too, so that's looking pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Now he's gonna Nitro Tank, but then we can knock him out with Talonflame BREAK, which will be really, really good. And he's probably going to be able to get a Volcanion built up, and that's kind of the end of our Talonflame. I think Talonflame, it did its job. We were able to set up a little bit. We were able to get some energy going. The only issue we had with Talonflame BREAK was, of course, we weren't able to get that turn 1 KO on that Volcanion, but he actually Ninja Boys. That is actually huge. That was, and a Fighting Fury Belt, now we can't even one-shot him with the Choice Band. So now we're going to need to do Professor Kukui. I mean, well, I was going to do it anyways, but it looks like we definitely have to do it now to take out this baby Volk. That sucks, bruh. That sucks. That was a good play on my opponent's end, though. Good play on my opponent's end to do that, because now we're in a bit of a sticky situation. So, I guess... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god. I mean, we have an Infernape with Ultra Ball anyways, but I did not mean to do that at all. That was a... I didn't mean to Rare Candy there or whatever. Okay, that's fine. We got 2 cards I can get rid of, Scorched Earth and Talonflame. Man, that sucks though. Yeah, that Ninja Boy, I think changes everything, because now we're not going to be able to go down to 3 prizes. Now we're going to have to still take prizes manually. We're playing the 8 prize game. So I guess we'll just knock him out. Kind of sucks. Man, that Ninja Boy changed everything. We're probably going to get knocked out here too, which also pretty much sucks. Even though Talonflame did enough work, we were able to, I mean, we built up quite a bit of energy in the discard pile, too. I don't think we can take a flare-up knockout, though, next turn, just because I think we only have, what, 6 fires in the discard? Let's see. Yeah, we only have 7, so we need 2 more. It's possible to do it, though. I think we can do it. We can probably go Sycamore, get rid of the fire in our hand, Scorched Earth, but then, we might, honestly, guys, I don't think we can get 3 in the discard pile this turn. So we see a Shaman going down. Can my opponent knock me out? I mean, if he doesn't knock me out, I'm gonna be... I mean, that's gonna be the craziest thing to ever happen on planet Earth. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully he doesn't. I mean, if our Talonflame can live 1 more turn, this is gonna be really, really good. Like, this is gonna be really awesome. But again, he's gonna definitely knock me out. I mean, there's no way this dude's gonna whiff an energy, right? There's no way this guy whiffs an energy. We see a Field Blower. That sucks. Now we're not... Oh no, now we're not going to be able to take a knockout. Joke's on him, we got Choice Band in our hand. Honestly, I'm sort of surprised he didn't get rid of Scorched Earth, because that's kind of helping me out quite a bit, so... A little surprised there. I'm not going to complain too much, though. I mean, that's not a bad thing. Okay, he parallel... What? The man plays Parallel City? Okay, we've only lost 1 Scorched Earth, so it looks like we can probably hit one, and he ends me too. Wow, this dude, he's not missing a beat. He plays Parallel, though. Why? Why does Volt? Who plays Parallel and Volt? That's like the worst thing you can play. It makes you do less damage, and it makes you have less Volts on your bench. That's the stupid... What? Okay, Ultra Ball. He gets rid of a fire, confirming he did the fire energy in his hand to take a knockout. And he grabs Starmie. Oh my god. The Parallel in the end is huge. I'm not gonna lie. So he does have Starmie. I mean, Starmie basically confirms the knockout, because he can just do Space Beacon and get the energy back, so that kind of sucks. If we can knock out Volcanion, though, this turn, we might actually be in a decent spot, because it's going to take him a few turns to build up a Volk again, so hopefully our goal here is to knock out Volcanion, and maybe we can get enough turns to maybe have a chance of winning the game. The Volcanion on the bench having 40 damage on it is pretty easy Lysandre bait for down the road, so maybe we can win the game if all goes planned. We've got 7 energy in the discard. Unfortunately, Burning Energy doesn't count for some dumb reason, so we'll bring out the Infernape. And let's see what we top deck. Fire. Okay, not the worst top deck. Do we have Teammates in the discard? We don't. I could do Professor Kukui, but then I'd only be doing 120. I think we gotta go for the Sycamore here. We gotta dump the hand. We gotta hope to maybe hit like Scorched Earth and like some Fire Energies to be able to get the knockout here. Let's see. Nope, we didn't even hit Scorched Earth, so that's kind of sucks. So we'll go Level Ball here for nothing. Okay, so we only have one fire in the deck, wow. And the only good thing here is Volcanion is going to take another turn to build up, so I guess we could just do Flare Blitz for 100. Sure. Kind of sucks, man. We kind of whiffed there. Parallel City is the most random card I've ever seen in a Volcanion deck, so yeah. Now, hopefully he doesn't take me out this turn. I think if he knocks out my Infernape, I think we're going to be at a point where the win is going to be very thin. We just need one more energy to get in the discard pile. But, unfortunately, we might not actually be able to do that with this hand. We need to top deck one of our Scorched Earths to help us. Because we can do Scorched Earth, and then we can take the Flare-Up knockout. But I don't want to flare up a Volcanion with already 100 damage on it. I want to flare up like a fresh Pokemon. So there's a Beacon, alright. Now, hopefully he doesn't have like a Switch and an Olympia, or like a Switch or a Floatstone. I think if he has like a way to like knock me out this turn, I think we're going to be doomed. We can build up Tapu Lele, but I think at that point it might be too late to even try and win the game, so yeah. Alright, he's going to be nice to put a Scorched Earth in play. Alright, thanks. I don't know why he did that. I guess he wants the extra bench space. Alright, sorry guys, I had to get a drink of water there. I was really thirsty, but it looks like we are going to see him probably just pass a turn, which I'm fine with. Then we can take him out, and then all we need to do is knock out the Volcanion on the bench. We win the game. So there's Professor Sycamore. Oh boy, does he have the way to knock me out? If he does, it's over. Man, but this still makes me wish I had a Max Elixir in the deck, because we could probably build up Tapu Lele here. Try and build up like a Tapu Lele on the bench. I kind of wish I had that. Lele is a great trump card in this matchup. I think Max Elixir would be a really good tech card for this deck, guys. I just don't know what you would take out, though. Oh no, a Switch. Alright, does he have the knockout? Oh, he's bringing out Volk. Does he have a Floatstone? Oh boy, Moment of Truth. We can flare up him, though. And then we just need to knock out one of those Volks with damage on him and we win the game. He doesn't. So we are going to be able to take a knockout here. So that's good. We'll do Scorched Earth. Okay, we have via Seeker. Do we need that? We haven't even played our Lysandre yet. That's interesting. Okay, we'll put the Fire Energy on. And I guess we'll do Flare Up here and knock him out. So, looks like that. We are going to be able to take a big Flare Up knockout. We are going to get knocked out because he has that Volk on the bench. And then all we have to do now... Pardon me, sorry about... I just burped, but... All we have to do now is just knock him out with Tapu Lele and we win the game. We just need to knock out the damage. Oh, there's a Lysandre. Alright. So, Lysandre is in the deck now. The only problem is, if he ends me to 2, I think we're going to be in some trouble, because we might just draw dead with Fire Energies. We might just draw Fire Energies, and then we're not going to be able to get Lysandre. So this might actually not go out well for us. The win, it's definitely likely, but it might not happen if he ends me here and we get doomed. Because, I don't know, this is just like, what was it, the Lycanroc Trevenant deck, where, like, we got really unlucky with drawing our Lysandres. This might be the same case. We might get a turn or two where, like, we don't draw Lysandre, and we get screwed over. We just have to hope here that he doesn't end me. If he does end me, then, I think it's all over. But if he doesn't, we can play Teammates, bring up Infernape, Lele. We just gotta then hope he doesn't knock me out also, because he could knock out my Lele with Lysandre. And I think if he does that, guys... I mean, we can still use the Infernape, I guess, but we have nothing really else to do, so... Via Seeker, no, don't end me, don't end me, don't end me! No! Oh god, we're getting end, folks. We are getting end. Oh boy. Here we go. Are we gonna get a good hand? If we don't... Guys, that is Rip Jake Paul. Okay, we got a Fire Energy, so we can... I wish we could score through the Burn Energy. Which is bad. So there's Space Beacon. Oh boy. So we just gotta hope this Scorched Earth gives us like a fire. Actually, not even that, because we can't put Burn Energy on Tapu Lele. Huh. We might just have to. I don't want to bring up the Tapu Lele though and like just sacrifice it. Okay, Volcanic Heat knocks us out. The good thing here is he does have to wait an extra turn to knock me out, so that's good. Because he can't attack this turn unless like he plays Ranger. Okay, that's a good top deck actually, because now we can put an energy on it and do this. Okay, Lysandre, nope. More fires. Lovely. I mean, the fact that he's not attacking gives me an opportunity to build up Infernape, but I think I'm going to build up Tapu Lele. I mean, Lele's really our best bet right now. We're not going to be able to do Flare Up again for a long time, so I think we got to build up Lele. Because if I put the Burn Energy on Infernape, which might have been good, he would have just retreated. Yeah, see, he's going to retreat into Baby Volk. But at least Baby Volk doesn't do much damage. He's two-shotting us, so that buys us even more time. We have a lot of time. This is probably the best case scenario, where like we have these turns where we have a lot of time to be able to try and build up the Lysandre, not get on the Volcanion on the bench. So this is a good thing. This is at least giving us some time to build up our field and maybe get enough time to get this. Again, it's looking unlikely. We only have one Lysandre in the deck, and we have a bunch of energy. We have some support with Scorched Earth, but if we don't hit the win here, folks, it's over. Turtonator could be big too if he Nitro tanks. He could even do Bright Flame. So there's Steam Up. Oh boy, are we gonna get... I'm scared because he might just Lysandre me. He's doing quite a bit of damage to me here. Actually, he's doing 80 damage, so he's two-shotting us, but still kind of scary. We still have a few VS Seekers. No, the Lysandre. Oh god. 110 damage. Not looking good. I don't know how many VS Seekers he's used. We're out of Ultra Balls too. We're out of VS Seekers, so we're out of a lot of ways to build up Flare Up. I guess we can then use Infernape. I mean, we can attack with Infernape, I guess. You know, at least we can hit him with Infernape. There's VS Seeker. Okay, Scorched Earth. Come on, bless me with Lysandre, so we can win. Dang it. Actually, we wouldn't win because we're only doing 40 damage with Tapu Lele. Okay, we didn't get it. Okay, I think we can... Man, if we had Lysandre in the discard pile, we would have had the win here. He's only used like a few VS Seekers too, which kind of sucks. So we'll VS Seeker for Sycamore, and I gotta hope we hit the Lysandre for next turn so that we can just win the game. Okay, we don't. Rip. Oh my god, though. Oh my god, are we gonna lose the game? Are we gonna lose the game? Because we're out of attackers. We're gonna be out of attackers soon. If we don't find Lysandre, guys, I think we lose the game. There's nothing we can do right now. We're gonna get knocked out here by the Volcanion, and then he's gonna... We can't do anything about it. He cannot... The fact that he's knocked down with Baby Volk, too, is not good either. And he's ending me again! Bro, stop with the ends! Oh my goodness! Dude, this is so bad. This is so bad. The fact that he could just take me out with Baby Volk too, it hurts the odds of us winning. Especially his Steam Artillery with one Volcanic Heat knocks us out anyways, so yeah. I think the only way we can get out of this is if we... I guess he just gets unlucky with the energy attachments, and... I don't know. Even then, that doesn't make a difference. I mean, maybe we can Flare Up... Oh my god, we don't even get an energy. We don't even get an energy. Oh no, we got 2 Choice Bands. Oh, crud. Guys, I think the game is over. Yep, he knocks me out. If we don't top deck a Fire Energy here, I think it's game over. If we top deck Fire, we get Scorched Earth and hope to hit 2 Fire Energies. A Fire and a Lysandre to win the game. Nope, we lose. We lose, because he could just retreat and just attach Volcanic Heat. We lost. Oh, that sucks, dude. We had such a good start, too. Dude, Taken! The only reason that dude got so lucky that game is because of N. Without N, that wouldn't even have mattered. That is so annoying, dude. Oh my god, I hate N. So I'm actually going to check here. How many packs can I buy? I have 43.96 coins. How many packs can I buy when Burning Shadows drops on next Friday? 22. Well, 22, because we only need 4 coins, which is not hard to get at all. Dude, but that sucks, dude. That is so stupid, dude. He got so lucky with the ends there, guys. Like, every time we had, like, a really good hand, he just had to end it away. Oh, my god. N was the bane of my existence that game, guys. Holy crud. You'd think with Scorched Earth and stuff, N wouldn't be a big deal, but it was. But again, I think Max Elixir could be a good tech for the deck. I feel like it's definitely needed, because I felt really empty-handed without it. Like, I felt like there were turns where I was missing a beat. So I think Max Elixir could be added to the deck. But thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more PTCGO content. My channel's dying right now, so make sure you guys like and subscribe, Seeker ROS. And I'll see you guys on another PTCGO video. See you guys later. Peace out.